Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, AH for Truth. This is Andaza Hezekiah once again, coming to you with some cryptocurrency content. So what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the big media and XRP and the lessons we learn. You know, people trust the media, like a lot of people still, most people have been programmed. I was programmed to just trust the media. You got a handsome face, a beautiful face, well dressed, nicely made up, and they're sitting there telling you things, and you just believe, right? So I've been, like over the last little while, I'm going to ask a question. What has COVID taught us about the media? What has the Donald Trump election taught us about the media, the big media? What has Elon Musk buying Twitter, now X, for a price that is, I mean, they were mocking him when he said he was going to buy it, and he pulled back. They said, no, you now must buy it, you must buy it. People were soon to take him, they were going to sue him to court for all kinds of things. Then he bought it, at a price that even those who are versed in business deals said it was not worth that much. 40 billion, 44 billion, something like as crazy as that. But the banks were ready. They put out the money. They trust Elon because he's done many big deals in the past, and they believe they're going to get their money back, so they supported the deal. What do we learn from the media? Right? Remember, I'm talking about XRP also, right? Is that in all these questions I've asked you, the media doesn't tell the truth. And that, and I believe the reason is because over the last maybe 40, 50 years, it seems that the media has come to a point where it's like controlled by very few people. It's either like in Canada, CBC is basically funded by the government at $1 billion a year. And you go to their YouTube page, you as a citizen who pays taxes that funds the CBC, can't leave a comment. All right. So what have we learned? One more question. What have we learned by watching Jim Cramer on CNBC? Most people will tell you, well, Jim Cramer is always wrong, right? He'll tell you, go and buy this thing, and you go buy it, then it crashes. And the one he doesn't tell you to go to, that's the one. And he still has a job. So you begin to think that this is the job. The job is to point people in the other direction. Now, I could be wrong, right? But it just doesn't add up. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just observing things, and I'm like, well, what's really going on here? That, okay, if I was taking the advice of an individual, and each time it's like, oh, I don't do well when I take that, then I'll be looking for answers elsewhere. So with the media, it's always been, look this way when they should be telling us to look that way. It's on purpose, it appears, okay? So Bitcoin is what's really on the media. Bitcoin is all they talk about. And of course, Ethereum. They hardly talk about XRP. Where do you find news about XRP? Is individuals like me and people who have been on, Economic Ninja, Digital Outlook, XRP Veil, Moon Lambo, Limbo Crypto, Daily Grind, or so is that what it's called? Something like that. Like so many influencers who, I forget this guy from the UK, Simon Lulu, I think his name, or Lewis or something like that. Like, there's so many of these people, and they have okay, they could just be lying, they could just be talking nonsense, but we're seeing everything these guys have been saying, and I have been saying. Now, I was doing it privately. I've helped a lot of people before I ever came on YouTube on November 1. First time I put a video out to get to the public on anything related to politics in the US, my prophetic words that I have received from the Lord, anything like that. And of course, cryptocurrency was on November 1. This month, January 1st was our second month. Yeah, November 1 to December 1, and December 1 to January 1, 2 months. So I'll be 3 months in February. Tell me if my math is wrong in the comments, okay? But And all I see is focus on Bitcoin. But I've learned my lesson. The media doesn't tell me what to do. I do my own research and I know where to go. As a matter of fact, today there's fresh news out that the US Treasury Department or something like that just opened. I have it here. I'm going to do a video after this. I'm going to drive out and then I'll do a video. But I just, I'm sitting in the car now. It's cold. It's probably minus 30 here, Celsius. But this is the reality. So for me, like what they're telling us not to do, it's almost like a false prophet, right? And it's pointing you in the wrong direction where Jesus is in the other direction, taking your eyes off the mark, So I believe that the fact that they're not talking about it a lot. I watched a video the other day. I was looking for a reference here, and it was on Fox News. This lady was interviewing this CEO of some company, and it's hilarious. They're talking about Bitcoin, and then there's this few seconds where they mention XRP. Now tell me about, and they talked about how Bank of America and such and such and such, and it's just exciting. Then they just get off that. It's almost like somebody says, don't talk about this. The light just came on. My dog was running around. He's out. He can stay out in the cold like this dog, I'm telling you. Yeah, he was a stray, and I don't want him to. He's actually on my window trying to get my attention. It was a stray picked up in the woods, in on a reserve, and the people who owned him said, well, he actually hunts for his food. So, but very beautiful dog. We call him Bear, and he's out running around. So he came by here, and the light came on. Yeah, but yeah. So that's the reality for me. Is I'm going to focus, right? And if you've been following my channel, thank you so much. Oh, by the way, we're close. We're about 30 subs away from hitting 1900. And then that's about 130 from hitting 2000. And my goal was to hit 1000 subscribers in 3 months from November 1. Well, we got there by December 15th, which was like 45 days, something of the sort. So I'm thankful to you guys. Thankful to God. Thank you for all the new subscribers and all the comments and likes and, even birthday wishes recently. Somebody sent me money, like people I don't know. Like even the coaching sessions have been great. People asking to be coached from different parts of the world. Not a lot, right? Not like some of the other guys like Digital Outlook. My goodness, those guys are they're the big boys, right? But it's really it has changed my life. It's given me something additional to do. Like I'm not running around taking kids to sports and all of that. I actually respect all those people who are doing such. Like you're running here and there with young kids and you're doing making videos, even editing. Like I don't sit down and edit for hours. I just shoot and then I put it out there, and yet I get 500 to 1,000 and sometimes even 4,000 views. I have this video now that's over 4,071 views, and yeah, I know for some of the things that I'm saying, people like me are saying they're crazy, they're out there. But put your mind to rest. If you don't believe in it, that's okay. You live your life. But we're here making these videos. I'm here too. I believe that I'm persuaded to be on here to encourage people. And if you're older than 50 or 50 and above, and you need coaching to get into this digital space, you are running out of time. This year, I think the window will close for many people. They won't be able to afford it. You may be able to get maybe XRP at a high price, $30, whatever. I don't know. But okay, that's all for now. So send me a message. My email is in the description. If you need coaching, if you have any questions at all, I love to interact. I do as much as I can because sometimes it may be a bit much, but we do what we can. So you guys have a wonderful evening. And by the way, please like, subscribe, get me to 2,000 subscribers, and leave me a comment. God bless. I'll see you in the next one.